Its presence in maps based on much older source maps that actually show the world as it looks during the last ice age suggests that somebody during the last ice age was mapping the world and had mastered the technique of calculating longitude.
Scientists have stumbled upon a 5,000-year-old map in Egypt that shows the real side of ancient America, blasting holes through what we were all taught about history. This map isn't alone. It's accompanied by the mysterious Nubia egg, which is sparking fierce debates about how old the pyramids really are and what the ancient Egyptians actually knew. Imagine a forgotten ancient culture, thriving with trade, art, and the seeds of civilization, now suggesting they knew the world far beyond their borders. What if everything we've learned is just the tip of the iceberg? Join us as we uncover these groundbreaking revelations and learn the hidden truths they reveal. Age-defying artifacts rewrite early histories. Most of us were taught in school that Christopher Columbus was the first person from outside America to set foot on its shores. Yet, an extraordinary discovery, a 5,000-year-old Egyptian map that shows America, proposes otherwise and could revolutionize what we know about history. This map, detailed and precise, raises big questions. Who created this map? And how did they know about America thousands of years ago? Here, we will also talk about an ancient egg that suggests the Egyptian pyramids might be much older than historians have always thought. This egg, along with the map found in Egypt, provides compelling evidence that may rewrite the textbooks on early American history. You might not be familiar with the Nagada culture or the enigmatic Nubia egg, but these findings could turn your understanding of history on its head. The Nagada culture flourished in Egypt from around 4000 to 3000 BCE, long before the famous pharaohs came into power. This culture is considered a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian civilization, marked by the beginning of organized community life, advancements in crafting skills, and the birth of major trade routes. These developments laid the groundwork for the political and cultural growth that characterized later periods of Egyptian history. The artifacts from this era, rich in detail and craftsmanship, provide critical insights into the daily lives, religious beliefs, and artistic endeavors of the people from that time. Scholars find the artifacts from the Nagada culture particularly valuable for understanding the complex dynamics of early Egyptian society and how it shaped the evolution of one of the world's most fascinating civilizations. Delving deeper into these subjects could significantly alter our perceptions of the past, especially with the Nubia egg as a central piece of evidence. This remarkable object, discovered in 1907 and now housed in the Museum of Nubia in South Egypt, is believed to be around 7,000 years old. The egg is adorned with intricate designs that have sparked much debate among historians and archaeologists regarding the extent of ancient Egyptian knowledge and its influence across continents. The patterns on the egg, which include a series of triangles with horizontal lines and a depiction of a snake next to a large globule, have led some experts to suggest that these symbols represent the pyramids of Giza and the Nile River, respectively. This interpretation supports theories that ancient Egyptians had a far-reaching impact, possibly even reaching the shores of what is now known as America. The Nubia egg is truly extraordinary, far from being just an ordinary egg. Its stunning craftsmanship has captivated experts and historians, placing it at the heart of intense discussions about the origins and historical timelines of ancient Egyptian civilization and the extent of the Egyptians' geographical knowledge, including their possible awareness of the Americas. Discovered in 1907 by the British archaeologist Malib Cecil Feth, this remarkable artifact now proudly sits in the Museum of Nubia, located in the southern part of Egypt. The survival of the Nubia egg through millennia is nothing less than astonishing. It was found at an ancient burial site nestled in the central Nile Valley, an area once bustling with the earliest settlers of the region, the true pioneers of early civilization. Originally, this artifact was simply an ostrich eggshell, but it was transformed into a profound piece of art with elaborate and intricate designs etched onto its surface. These designs are not just decorative. They are laden with symbolism and controversy. The intriguing designs on the Nubia egg consist of 3 distinct triangles, each intersected by horizontal lines and placed symmetrically on opposite sides of the egg. Close to these geometric shapes, there is a fine depiction of a snake, and on the flip side of the triangles, a notable spherical etching stands out. These artistic elements have sparked much curiosity and debate among scholars and historians. Many interpret the triangles as symbolic depictions of the pyramids, specifically pointing to the 3 renowned pyramids that loom over the Giza Plateau: the Pyramid of Mena, the Pyramid of Khafra, and the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Adjacent to the geometric shapes, the snake figure is believed to represent the Nile River, suggesting a profound link to the geographical and cultural environment of Lower Egypt, the region where the egg was originally found. This interpretation has triggered a significant rethinking about the breadth of ancient Egyptian civilization's knowledge and influence. The imagery on the Nubia egg does more than just challenge our interpretations of Egyptian artistic motifs and symbolism. It compels us to question the extent of ancient Egyptian exploration and their potential awareness of territories far beyond their established borders. The question arises: could the ancient Egyptians have had knowledge of, or even visited, what is now known as the Americas? This possibility makes the Nubia egg an exceptionally vital artifact in unraveling the complexities of Egypt's ancient history. Its enigmatic and somewhat contentious designs continue to be a key focus in academic discussions, providing potential insights that could reveal stories that have been hidden by the sands of time. Moreover, the integration of such symbolic elements as pyramids and the Nile into the egg's design not only connects it to well-recognized symbols of Egyptian heritage, but also imbues it with a layer of cultural significance that transcends simple artistic representation. The snake, often emblematic of renewal and the cyclical nature of life in ancient Egyptian culture, paired with the triangles symbolizing the pyramids, invites a deeper reflection on the interconnectedness of life, death, and rebirth, themes central to the Egyptian understanding of the cosmos. The persistent intrigue surrounding the Nubia egg underscores its importance as a cultural and historical artifact. It serves as a testament to the advanced artistic and geographical comprehension of the ancient Egyptians, suggesting a civilization that was both deeply connected to its immediate surroundings and curiously engaged with the wider world. As scholars continue to study and debate over the meanings encapsulated in this ancient artifact, each interpretation adds to the richness of our understanding of ancient Egyptian life and its far-reaching impacts. This ongoing exploration not only enriches our knowledge of ancient history, but also reinforces the significance of ancient artifacts in piecing together human civilization's vast and intricate mosaic. As we dig into the secrets of the ancient Nubia egg, could we discover something that changes our view of the pyramid's age? Timeless egg suggests forgotten civilizational secrets. The Nubia egg, a captivating and enigmatic artifact, has garnered much interest and curiosity from historians and archaeologists worldwide. This ancient object poses a considerable historical enigma, largely because it seems to be significantly older than the iconic pyramids of Egypt, which are widely accepted to be around 4,600 years old. In contrast, the egg is believed to be more than 7,000 years old, showing a remarkable age difference of over 2,000 years. This substantial discrepancy in time prompts profound questions about the conventional timeline of ancient Egyptian civilization and challenges the accuracy of our existing historical narratives. Adding to the intrigue, the designs on the egg bear a striking resemblance to the pyramids, yet according to reliable historical records, the pyramids were constructed thousands of years after the egg. This anomaly has sparked various theories and much speculation among scholars and history enthusiasts. Some suggest that this disparity might indicate that the pyramids are much older than we currently believe, based on traditional historical research. Alternatively, others offer a different perspective, hypothesizing that the symbols on the egg might not represent the pyramids at all. Further complicating the discussion, some researchers argue that the triangular designs on the Nubia egg could be stylized depictions of mountains, not pyramids. However, the precise symmetry and distinct horizontal lines etched onto the egg suggest that these were not merely attempts to portray natural landscapes. Real mountains rarely exhibit such clean, orderly lines, which implies that the artisans who crafted the egg had a specific, sophisticated artistic intent. It is likely that these shapes carry deeper cultural or symbolic significance, reflecting important aspects of the society that created them. This leads to broader implications about the level of artistic and geographical understanding possessed by ancient civilizations. The detailed and intentional design of the Nubia egg might represent a kind of encoded knowledge, blending observable geography with cultural symbolism. This blend suggests that ancient peoples not only had a keen observation of their environment, but also a rich tradition of embedding deeper meanings into their art. Such artifacts challenge us to expand our understanding of how ancient societies interpreted their world and expressed that understanding through their artistic endeavors. Moreover, the ongoing debate about the egg's symbolism and its chronological relationship to the pyramids encourages a re-evaluation of other ancient artifacts and symbols. Each new hypothesis and interpretation enriches our comprehension of ancient Egyptian culture and its influence on subsequent civilizations. It underscores the importance of revisiting and questioning our historical assumptions, using artifacts like the Nubia egg as a lens through which we can explore and perhaps revise our understanding of history. Additionally, the discussion about the Nubia egg leads to broader considerations about the challenges and limitations of the dating methods commonly used to determine the ages of ancient artifacts and structures. Techniques such as carbon-14 dating, widely used in archaeology, are not particularly effective for dating non-organic materials like the stones used in the pyramids. This dating method also faces reliability issues when it comes to analyzing hieroglyphics, which may have been added well after the initial construction of the pyramids, during periods of restoration or reutilization, each reflecting different historical eras. The methods used to determine the age of structures, such as the Giza pyramids, have long been under scrutiny. Over time, several doubts have emerged about the precision of these dating techniques, with some even suggesting that certain historical evidence might have been tampered with. A central figure in this controversy is Colonel Howard Weiss, who reported discovering painted marks inside the chambers of the Great Pyramid, marks which include the name of Pharaoh Khufu. This finding has been crucial in attributing the pyramid's construction to Khufu and thus dating the pyramid. However, some modern researchers have raised suspicions that Weiss might have fabricated these markings to enhance his fame and secure a respected place in the field of archaeology. If these suspicions are validated, such a forgery could drastically alter our understanding of the pyramid's dating. The doubts concerning Weiss's findings have led to a more thorough investigation of his character and the broader implications his findings have on our historical narratives. The possibility that Weiss might have fabricated important historical artifacts brings up significant concerns. If the markings were indeed falsified, it could mislead us not only about the age of the pyramids, but also about the entire chronological framework of ancient Egyptian civilization. This controversy has sparked a broader debate about the reliability of traditional archaeological methods and the integrity of historical documentation. As a result, researchers and historians are now urging for more stringent verification of historical evidence and are increasingly questioning long-held historical assumptions. The ongoing scrutiny of Weiss's work continues to drive discussions about the need for more transparency and accuracy in archaeological research. This situation has prompted many experts to reassess other historical findings as well. They are questioning whether other discoveries may have been altered or misinterpreted over time. This kind of skepticism is beneficial as it promotes the development of better research methods and more careful studies. It encourages historians to reconsider old findings with a new perspective, leading to a more detailed and precise approach to studying history. Everyone involved is motivated to avoid the kinds of mistakes Weiss might have made, striving harder to validate their findings. This push for greater clarity and truthfulness in historical research helps ensure our understanding of history is as accurate as possible, ultimately helping to foster greater trust in the historical narratives we share. This commitment to verifying the truth is essential for maintaining an honest and meaningful record of history for everyone. Such a commitment raises important questions and invites us to re-examine established historical certainties. What if we got the age of the Giza pyramids all wrong? Let's look at some evidence that might shake up the historical timeline. Innovative tools point to an earlier era of Egyptian engineering. In the ongoing debate about the age of the pyramids, some researchers have put forward the intriguing hypothesis that these monumental structures could be as much as 8,000 years old, which is significantly older than the commonly accepted age. They argue that the precise way in which the pyramids are aligned with specific stars and other celestial objects suggests that the ancient Egyptians had a surprisingly advanced knowledge of astronomy that dates back to a much earlier time than traditionally believed. These researchers contend that the alignment with these astronomical phenomena was not by chance, but rather a thoughtful design choice by ancient builders who possessed an intricate understanding of the stars. Moreover, these scholars support their arguments by pointing to physical evidence found at the sites of the pyramids. They have discovered tools and artifacts near these ancient structures that seem to indicate the presence of sophisticated engineering and construction techniques long before the era that is currently recognized by mainstream history. Additionally, signs of geological features, like particular erosion patterns on the stones of the pyramids, bolster their claims further. These patterns of wear and tear, they argue, could not have been created by the wind-blown sand typical of the region's climate over the past few millennia, but suggest a much older origin. Dr. Robert Schoch, a well-respected geologist and professor at Boston University, stands out as a prominent advocate for this theory. His research has been centered around the Sphinx, which is situated close to the Great Pyramids of Giza. Dr. Schoch has extensively studied the erosion patterns found on this iconic monument and argues that they show signs of exposure to long periods of heavy rainfall, a climate condition that has not been seen in the region for thousands of years. From these observations, Dr. Schoch proposes that the Sphinx, along with the pyramids nearby, could be several millennia older than the conventional dating of Egyptian civilization suggests. The proposition put forward by Dr. Schoch is quite controversial because it challenges the established chronological framework not only of Egyptian history, but also of human civilization, as it is generally understood today. If his research proves accurate, it would fundamentally transform our understanding of ancient human societies, suggesting that they were technologically and culturally advanced far earlier than evidence from other parts of the world currently indicates. This ongoing debate encourages more researchers to delve into the implications of such findings and discuss what they could mean for our comprehension of ancient human abilities and the development of the earliest complex societies. This vibrant discussion highlights the critical need to integrate both geological and archaeological methods to achieve a more accurate depiction of historical timelines. The erosion patterns on the Sphinx weave a fascinating tale of an era when the Giza Plateau experienced considerable rainfall, conditions vastly different from the arid climate we observe today. This substantial precipitation would have caused significant erosion to the limestone bedrock that forms the base of the Sphinx. Historical climate records and geological studies confirm that such wet conditions have not been present in the Giza region for many thousands of years. These findings lend weight to the theory that the Sphinx could have been constructed before the Sahara became the extensive desert that it is today. Dr. Shah's analysis of the erosion surrounding the Sphinx enclosure suggests that it was likely caused by the action of running water, not by wind and sand, which are the predominant erosive forces in Egypt's current climate. This kind of water-induced erosion would have been most pronounced during the Neolithic subpluvial period, which lasted from around 10,000 to 5,000 BC. During this time, the area that is now the Sahara Desert featured a humid climate, replete with rivers and lakes that supported diverse ecosystems and human populations. The profound implications of Dr. Shah's findings propose that the Sphinx, and perhaps the nearby pyramids, might indeed predate Egypt's dynastic period by several millennia. Additionally, there is corroborative evidence from other historical texts and archaeological findings that supports this view. For instance, writings by Al-Makray, an ancient historian from Egypt, challenged the traditional dating of the pyramids. Al-Makray argued that Pharaoh Khufu was not the original builder of the Great Pyramid, attributing its construction instead to a king named Sid. Al-Makray further linked King Sid with the biblical figure Enoch, describing Sid as a visionary ruler who foresaw a catastrophic flood. He purportedly ordered the pyramid's construction as a dual-purpose facility, to safeguard a vast knowledge repository and preserve civilization's essence against the predicted deluge. This intriguing connection suggests that ancient artifacts could hold deeper meanings and insights into the past than we currently understand. Could old artifacts like the Nubia egg reveal secrets about how the pyramids and Nile River used to be? Let's find out what these symbols tell us. Intricate egg patterns hint at links to Atlantis legend. The techniques we currently use to determine the age of the pyramids may not be as reliable as we think. They might merely be sophisticated guesses. There's ongoing curiosity around why the pyramids appear twice on the Nubia egg. One interesting theory proposes that these images could represent the pyramids during different times of the year, illustrating how the landscape around the Nile River shifts from the dry season to the wet season. This theory gains some support from observations that the depictions of the Nile River on the egg change in width, which could indicate variations in the river's flow depending on the season. This suggests that the Nubia egg might not just be displaying static pictures of the pyramids and a river. Instead, it might be capturing the lively and fluctuating nature of these landscapes as they transform throughout the year. Additionally, there's an intriguing detail at the top of the egg that has particularly captured the attention of those fascinated by the legend of Atlantis. The egg features several concentric circles around a small central opening. Some scholars believe that this design might be connected to ancient stories about Atlantis, as recounted by the philosopher Plato around 360 BC. In his accounts, Plato described Atlantis as having a distinctive layout, with alternating rings of water and land, each ring perfectly symmetrical and evenly spaced from the center, very similar to the pattern observed on the Nubia egg. This similarity has sparked a compelling line of inquiry. Could the Nubia egg be a map that depicts not only the landscapes of Egypt, but also the fabled city of Atlantis? The possibility that the Nubia egg contains a map of both real and mythical landscapes opens up exciting avenues for further research and interpretation. If the egg is indeed portraying the pyramids at different seasonal stages, it suggests a level of detail and an understanding of the environment that far surpasses simple artistic depiction. It implies that the creators of the egg had a deep connection with and observation of natural cycles and changes, integrating this knowledge into their art. Furthermore, associating the egg's design with the legendary Atlantis introduces an additional layer of mystery and depth to the artifact. It invites us to reconsider our perceptions of ancient knowledge and cartography, prompting questions about what other secrets and narratives might be hidden within ancient artifacts. This dual representation, both of Egypt's iconic pyramids and potentially of a mythical Atlantis, challenges us to think broadly about the scope and accuracy of historical and archaeological interpretations, and to remain open to the mysteries that ancient civilizations may still hold. If we accept this interpretation, the Nubia egg could serve as a crucial key to understanding how ancient civilizations perceived their world. It suggests that ancient mapmakers did not merely chart their immediate surroundings, but also wove elements of mythology and legend into their depictions. This blending of real geographical features with mythical elements reflects how these ancient cartographers combined direct observation of their environment with the rich lore passed down through generations. Such a synthesis of reality and myth would have mirrored their cultural and spiritual beliefs, deeply integrating their understanding of the world around them and their metaphysical concepts. Exploring this possibility opens thrilling new pathways for research, providing a richer insight into the cognitive and cultural frameworks of our ancestors. It reveals how they saw the interplay between their tangible environment and the spiritual or mythical narratives they held dear. Moreover, this reimagining prompts us to look at other ancient artifacts in a new light, urging historians and archaeologists to adopt broader interpretative approaches. These approaches could help bridge the divide between what is considered historical fact and the mythological tales that have been traditionally seen as purely fictional. The Nubia egg, with its intricate designs and potential dual meanings, stands as a pivotal piece that might help us decipher the complex worldviews of ancient societies. Moreover, if we can establish a geographical connection between the designs on the egg and actual locations, it might suggest that the legendary city of Atlantis was geographically closer to Egypt than previously imagined. This ornately decorated egg, created thousands of years ago, could be a vital clue in our ongoing quest to discover Atlantis, a city that has captured imaginations as a place lost to the sands of time. The idea that an ancient artifact could point the way to such a mythical location is a tantalizing prospect. But the surprises don't stop with Atlantis. There are even more astonishing revelations to consider. Recent findings include ancient paintings that might indicate the Egyptians were aware of the Americas long before Europeans made their voyages across the Atlantic. These are not ordinary paintings. They are detailed maps that depict not only the Old World's well-known lands, but also the Americas' continents. These extraordinary maps were unearthed at an archaeological site in what was once Nain, historically known as the city of Honis. The existence of such maps suggests that the knowledge of ancient Egyptian cartographers was much more expansive than previously acknowledged, possibly encompassing continents across the seas. This discovery challenges our conventional understanding of historical navigation and geographical awareness. It implies that the ancient Egyptians may have had interactions with, or at least knowledge of, distant lands, which were thought to be undiscovered by the Old World until centuries later. Such findings compel us to rethink the extent of ancient global exploration and cultural exchange, suggesting a far more connected ancient world than our history books have traditionally portrayed. These revelations not only enhance our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization, but also encourage a deeper exploration of how interconnected our ancient world might have been, reshaping our views on the capabilities and reach of early civilizations. The implications of these findings are profound. They challenge our understanding of history and open up new possibilities about the connections between different ancient civilizations. It suggests that the Egyptians might have been capable of crossing vast oceans and interacting with distant lands, which could rewrite sections of our history books. This potential intercontinental knowledge hints at a world that was much more interconnected in the ancient past than we might have imagined. Such discoveries not only deepen our fascination with ancient civilizations, but also push us to reconsider the capabilities and reach of our ancestors. These insights challenge us to rethink history and explore the possibility of ancient global explorations that were once considered improbable. Imagine ancient Egyptians sailing to the Americas. We found paintings that might show they got there way before Columbus. Let's take a closer look. Revolutionary map unveils transoceanic voyages of ancient Egyptians. To better understand the significance of the map found in the ancient city of Honis, it's essential to know a bit about Honis itself. This city thrived in the era before the first Egyptian dynasties were established. It was a crucial religious and political hub for Upper Egypt and has been the source of numerous important archaeological finds. Among these finds, however, the most remarkable is undoubtedly a painting that includes a map. Upon examining the painting, experts in the field realized quickly that it was not merely for decoration. Instead, it contained detailed and accurate depictions of landmasses, astonishingly including outlines that closely resemble the continents as we know them today. Even more intriguing is the clear depiction of the American continent, a land that should have been unknown to the ancient Egyptians. Including such accurate geographic details raises fascinating questions about the knowledge and capabilities of the Honis civilization. How could these ancient artists have known about the American continent? The most plausible explanation is that the people of Honis, or at least some from their civilization, were aware of more of the world than previously thought. They might have even made contact with peoples from what is now known as the Americas. This possibility suggests that transoceanic travel could have occurred long before the age of famous explorers like Christopher Columbus. The idea that Egyptians might have crossed the Atlantic Ocean thousands of years ago and interacted with American civilizations is both thrilling and revolutionary. It challenges our traditional understanding of history and the capabilities of ancient civilizations. If the people of Honis did indeed reach the Americas, this would imply not just occasional voyages, but potentially regular contact and exchange between the two worlds. Such interactions could have involved trade, cultural exchanges, or even shared technological and agricultural practices. These revelations invite us to reconsider what we know about ancient navigation, trade routes, and cultural interactions. They suggest that our ancestors were far more connected on a global scale than previously assumed. The map on the painting from Honis could very well be one of the earliest pieces of evidence of these ancient international relations. This discovery highlights the sophistication and capabilities of the Honis civilization and underscores the importance of continuing to explore and understand ancient artifacts. Each new find has the potential to alter our understanding of history significantly, revealing a world that was much more interconnected than we have imagined. This map-bearing painting from Honis is a testament to the untold stories waiting to be discovered, urging us to keep questioning and exploring the past with an open mind. In addition to depicting the American continent, the ancient paintings from Honis also include maps of Europe that have astonished observers with their precision. These maps not only outline the continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa, but also depict well-known geographical features with remarkable accuracy. Highlights on the map include the Nile River, the vast expanse of the Mediterranean Sea, and the detailed mountain ranges across Europe and Asia. This level of detail suggests that these maps' creators were either explorers themselves or had access to an extensive collection of geographical knowledge. This knowledge could have been gathered over many years through robust international trade networks or through direct explorations undertaken by the ancient people of Honis. Such an accumulation of geographical data points to a highly sophisticated understanding of the world, which was quite advanced for its time. The artistic techniques employed in the creation of these maps are equally impressive. Researchers have noted the use of natural pigments, which have preserved the map's vivid colors and details over millennia. The line work in the maps is precise, enhancing the accuracy of the geographical depictions. The craftsmanship in these paintings is a testament to the map maker's artistic skills and highlights their deep understanding of geography. Moreover, the way these ancient artists represented such distant lands challenges our previous assumptions about historical global exploration. The inclusion of these continents on the maps implies that the people of Honus might have been among the first non-native groups to reach the American soil, predating known explorers by centuries. This revelation forces us to reconsider the narrative of human exploration and cultural exchange. It suggests that long before the famed voyages of Columbus and other European explorers, ancient civilizations might have been interacting with distant lands across the oceans. The implications of such interactions are profound, indicating a world that was far more interconnected than previously believed, with ideas, goods, and knowledge flowing across continents. These ancient maps serve not only as a record of geographical knowledge, but also as a bridge connecting past civilizations to the present, offering us insights into the capabilities and reach of ancient societies. They make us question what we know about the history of exploration and open new avenues for research into how ancient people understood and interacted with their world. As we delve deeper into studying these artifacts, we may find more evidence that reshapes our understanding of history, revealing a global network of trade and exploration that existed thousands of years ago. The maps from Honus are not just artistic marvels, but are also key historical documents that challenge us to expand our view of the past and appreciate the complexities of ancient civilizations. Could the ancient Egyptians really have reached America? What if history as we know it is a cover-up? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.